This is my 5-step strategy to help you achieve any goal that you want in 2024. This is the exact same strategy that I implement and use in my life to help myself achieve any goal that I set my mind to. And let me tell you, girl, it works very well. So I would encourage you right now, grab a pen and paper, open up a little document on your phone, open up the Notes app if you have an iPhone, whatever it is, get something to write on because you will want to take notes for this one. I find that so many of us struggle with goal setting, and you might feel like you're in that spot. And it's because no one teaches us these things, right? I remember in school, all I learned were SMART goals, and I hate SMART goals so much. I just think it makes goal setting be really, really like analytical. And I'm a bit of an emotional girly, you know, and you might be in that same spot too. And I'm going to teach you about some of the elements that I implement to make goal setting be very simple and achievable to do. I'm all about giving you actionable steps that you can implement. So you're really going to take away from this video some of these actionable steps that you can implement in your life. And really, that's the running theme in all of the videos I present. I love to make great brain health be simple, easy, actionable, and attainable. If you are new to my channel, my name is Dr. Bisley Natalie. I'm a cognitive behavioral therapy certified naturopathic doctor, and I love to support women and teach them how to have great brain health using a holistic mind-body approach. So if you're new to this channel, you are really in for a treat because Hot Girl Brain Club is a movement to empower more young women to start taking care of their brain as early as possible. Now, a key of having great brain health is to be able to set achievable, attainable goals. As I mentioned before, we really don't get taught how to really set achievable, attainable goals. And a lot of the goals that we set for ourselves are usually provided by other people, right? From work, they'll tell you what goals to set for yourself and what are some of those outcomes that you need to make sure you're achieving. So a lot of us don't have the skill and practice to be able to set goals by ourselves. And so through my 5-step strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you today, I really hope to make goal setting be attainable and achievable for you. Because when you can learn how to set goals and be flexible with them, you literally can achieve anything that you want in your life, girl. And already just through this video, that's the mindset that I want you to watch this video with. You are so much more stronger, so much more powerful, so much more smarter than you can ever imagine. And you truly are capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. And the key to help yourself really see that is to have the right strategy in place. And that's what great goal setting comes down to, and really achieving your goals comes down to. It comes down to you being able to implement the right strategy in place in your life so that you yourself can see that you truly can achieve anything that you set your mind to. So let's kind of, leave the rest behind of us failing at our goals, whatever it is. And I want you to embody this beautiful, powerful mindset that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to because, girl, you really can. Let's just dive straight into it. One of the first things that I want you to think about when it comes to your goals. So already I hope that you have a goal in mind that you want to achieve, and maybe let's take this goal through some of the next couple of questions and things that I want you to reflect on. Number one thing is that when we want to set a goal, yes, we want to achieve that goal, but we want to achieve that goal because achieving that goal is going to allow us to do certain things in life, or it's going to give us the opportunity to get certain things in life or do things for other people, right? So that's what you really need to get clear on, is the outcome that this goal is going to help you achieve. And here's the thing, I don't just mean material outcomes. I also mean feelings. Because when we want to achieve a certain thing in life, it's because we know that certain thing is going to bring us peace and joy and happiness and calm and all those beautiful high vibe emotions and states in our life. So this is what you need to get clear on, is what is achieving this goal going to allow me to get, to give, and to feel in my life. So for example, say maybe you have, I also find financial goals are the easiest. Say maybe you have a financial goal that you want to get to, 15,000 months, right, by the end of this year. And so what you can do is you can take this financial goal and think about it. If I make $15,000 per month by the end of this year consistently, what is that going to help me achieve? Maybe I can take my family on extravagant vacations. Maybe I can get all organic foods. Maybe I can invest in my health more. Or maybe I can invest in my education more so that I can pretty much, expand myself and expand my capacity and ability to make even more money. So you want to get clear on those types of outcomes, and then also the feeling outcomes. And you might be like, having more money will allow me to achieve a certain level of peace or calm. Maybe, you have a health goal. Your health goal might be, I want to lose 100 pounds by the end of this year. So you might be like, okay, if I lose 100 pounds, it's going to allow me to have more energy. I'll be able to play with my kids more. I will wake up excited to kind of start my day. I will be able to have more productivity and concentration throughout the day. And losing these 100 pounds will allow me to feel light, will allow me to feel free, will allow me to feel happy, will allow me to feel good in my body. So these are the outcomes you want to get clear on. And I love to identify the outcomes of all the goals that I want to achieve, because the days that I feel unmotivated or like I don't want to take any action, I'm going to remind myself of these outcomes. I'm going to remind myself of what this goal is going to help me achieve in terms of the material things, in terms of what I can give to others, in terms of the feelings it's going to give me. And that really helps me become motivated again to want to take those action steps on the days that I just don't feel like doing anything. That is step number 1 of the 5-step strategy, is to get clear on the outcomes of your goal. Step number 2 of the 5-step strategy is to break your goal down, right? So you have that financial goal or that health goal or that relationship goal. Break that goal down. And by breaking it down, I mean, you should think about what it looks like to achieve this goal on a quarterly basis. What is break it down to a monthly basis? Break it down to a weekly basis and then a daily basis. A lot of us, we set these really big goals for ourselves, but we don't break the goals down and think about what are those small incremental achievements that we can aim for, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, to make sure that we're achieving that goal. So going back to my example of that financial goal, right, it's to make $15,000 months. So your goal might be, right, by the 6-month mark, half the year mark, you want to make sure you're making at least $10,000 months. Right? Maybe your first quarterly goal is to make sure you're making $6,000 to $7,000 per month and getting to that consistent basis, right? So I took that $15,000 per month goal and broke it down. If your goal was to if your goal was to lose 100 pounds by the end of the year, how many pounds would you want to lose by the first quarter to make sure that you're on this goal? And of course, you want to make sure you're doing it in a healthy way. And then you want to break that down further. Okay, so this is the weight that you want to lose this first quarter. How much weight do you need to lose on a monthly basis, right? On a weekly basis. And that's how you break this down. And when we break down this big goal into manageable bite-sized pieces and these increments, it just helps us to make this goal seem so much more achievable. So take a step back and ask yourself, what are these tiny incremental goals that you can set for yourself that will help you achieve that larger goal that you want to yourself? The other piece too, and why this becomes important as well, is because on a weekly/monthly basis, you should constantly be going back and checking these incremental goals and seeing if you were able to meet them. Right? Maybe you might be like, ooh, $6,000 to $7,000 for the first quarter. That was actually a bit too much of a reach. So let me just take a little step back. This might take me a little bit more time than I thought it would. Or it might mean that you need to take a step back and think about the strategies that you're implementing because you're not able to meet these increments as fast as you could. Or, what we would all love, or maybe you're meeting your goals faster than you ever thought you would. And so this again requires us to take a step back and be like, okay, maybe I can set a bigger goal for myself by the end of this year. And this is how you do it. So breaking down that goal into incremental bite-sized pieces is such a crucial component of helping you achieve your long-term goal. Let's keep moving through this. So as I mentioned before, step number 1 is to get clear on the outcome of the goal. Step number 2 is to break that goal down into incremental steps and stages. Step number 3 is to define 2 to 3 action steps that you can take on either a weekly or daily basis to help you achieve these goals. Couple of things to keep in mind. One, make sure that these action steps are actually doable and achievable. You want to make sure that you're not setting up these action steps and making them be too difficult for you to achieve. Like, for example, maybe, again, going back to that weight loss goal, you want to lose weight. And so you're telling yourself, I'm going to wake up every single day and go to the gym at 5 a.m. I'll be honest with you, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're probably not going to do that every day. There's going to be days where you probably will sleep in, or maybe you've had a really long night out the night before and you're like maybe going to bed at 2 a.m. And so waking up at 5 a.m. seems impossible. But maybe you tell yourself, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. 4 days of the week and do that consistently. That is very much doable and achievable, and you can be flexible with those days. This is the other key piece of setting these actionable steps. You must be flexible with them. This is why when you break the goal down into incremental stages and steps and give yourself the opportunity to reflect on those goals on a monthly or weekly basis, you can change these action steps up. Maybe you have a couple of action steps to lose weight, but after the first month, you haven't really lost much weight and you're just like, ooh, these steps aren't working. Let me go back and change this strategy and try a few new action steps. The more flexible that you can be with these action steps and the more that you can reflect to change them up as soon as they're not working, the more that you guarantee your success in achieving your goals. What happens to a lot of us is that we list out these action steps. They end up being way too hard, so we don't ever do them consistently. And then two, we end up doing the wrong thing for too long. And we don't change our action steps soon enough. If something isn't working, girly, drop it, switch it up, move on, try the new thing. The more strategies that you try, the more that you guarantee your success. The people that have been the most successful have also been the ones who have failed the most because they were courageous and brave enough to try new strategies. That's it. That is really what sets successful and unsuccessful people apart when it comes to goal setting. So define those 2 to 3 action steps for yourself and change those action steps up and be flexible with them if it's not working for you. So for example, go back to that financial goal, right? You want to make those 15K months by the end of the year. So maybe you're like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm calling 10 new leads every single day, Monday to Friday, right? Those working days, 10 new leads I need to call and I need to connect with during these days. So that's maybe something that you do, you try out, and if you see that, if that works with you. Number 2, maybe you're just like, I need to attend 2 networking events a month. So that's part of your action step and goals. And then what you would do is on a monthly, quarterly basis, you're reviewing these action steps to make sure you're actually able to meet these goals. So think of what those 2 to 3 action steps are, make sure they're achievable and things that you can actually do. Step number 4 of this 5-step goal setting strategy is to really prepare yourself for obstacles. There are things that are going to come up that will stop you from achieving these goals. And you need to be prepared for that. This is another reason why a lot of us don't end up achieving our goals, is because we haven't thought about the obstacles that are going to come up. And more importantly, we haven't thought about what the heck we're going to do about these obstacles. So for example, if you know you want to have that weight loss goal. So one of your big things is when you're around your friends, you're really tempted to get off track with your diet. Maybe you're tempted to binge eat or binge drink. So maybe the strategy that you set up for yourself is to let maybe your partner know, or maybe to let the rest of your friends know that, hey, this is my goal. I'd appreciate it when we're together if you just kept me accountable on that. Right? Something as simple as that. That is your strategy for when you're around your friends. Or maybe it's communicating to your family because maybe you overeat around your family. Very easy to do. We all do it. I do it. And so maybe you might be like telling your family, like, this is my plan for the new year. When I'm around you, like, please don't offer me seconds or force me to eat more. And please just respect my boundaries when I tell you I have eaten enough. And maybe this is just how you communicate to them. And this is a strategy you build around that obstacle. So thinking about all the obstacles, I would just say with all the goals that you set, just list them all out. List them all out. I know for me, I have a pretty big financial goal that I'm trying to achieve in the new year. Tiredness, right? I'll be working and then randomly I'll just start feeling tired. Even though I've had the coffee, I've had the good night's sleep, I'll just randomly start to feel tired. So my strategy for that, when I start to feel like that, instead of stopping all my work, is to either A, get up, go on a 20-minute walk, or B, if I'm at home, I'm gonna take a 20-minute nap, let myself get some rest, and then get up and get started with the action steps I need to take. Another one for me is financially, right? Having the urges to shop. So I'm creating a budget for myself and sticking within that. And then I'm also going to have an accountability buddy. There's a friend who's going to help me stay accountable with the money that I am spending on these things. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Think of the obstacles and simple ways and strategies you can overcome these obstacles. And when you have the opportunity to reflect on your goals, right, as you should be doing on a monthly, weekly, quarterly basis, think about if there's any other new obstacles that have come up. Reflect and think about how are the strategies that you've set to overcome these obstacles, how are they working, and do they need some improvement, or do you need to try different things? All right, that flexible mindset comes into play here, but a lot of us fail to succeed our goals because we fail to prepare for obstacles. The more prepared you can be for the obstacles that might show up as you try to succeed your goals, the more that you guarantee your success and your ability to achieve the goals that you have set out for yourself. So that is step number 4 of the 5-step goal setting strategy. Step number 5. This is not more so like an action step that you can actually take, but a mindset that I want you to embody. Similar to the mindset that I started off this video with, talking to you about embodying in your life, but it's the mindset of being persistent and not giving up. This financial goal is the same financial goal I had set for myself last year. But as I went through some of the challenges and struggles that I went through last year, I wasn't able to actually go through and achieve this goal. Does that mean I'm a failure? No. Does this mean that I won't ever be able to achieve my goals? No. This just means that I need more time and I need different strategies. And I have full guarantee and know that I will be able to achieve this goal by the end of this year. So that's something else too that I want you to think about, right? Is embodying this mindset about not giving up, embodying this mindset of persistence and knowing that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to and just not giving up. That's it. Goal setting and being able to achieve your goals all comes down to your strategy. The better that your strategy is, the more likely that you will be able to achieve the goals that you have set up for yourself. That is all what it comes down to at the end of the day. So no matter what happens, don't give up, girl. Don't give up on your goal. Know that you are capable and can achieve it. And really, you embody this persona of not giving up by going back to the drawing board and continuing to test out a strategy, test out a strategy, test out a strategy, test out a strategy. And the more strategies that you test, the more that you will fail, the more that you will also find out what is going to work, what is going to actually help you be successful in achieving your goals. This is it. This is my 5-step strategy to helping you achieve your goals. And as you can see, SMART goals misses out on so many of these things. SMART goals misses out on the outcomes to expect, right? And those feelings that you really want to aim for. SMART goal misses out on preparing for obstacles, because the more obstacles you can prepare for, the better off that you will be. And even just breaking down these goals into really incremental steps, right? And being really flexible with the action steps, it misses out on so much of that. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that this video really gives you a strong starting point as to how you can set great goals for yourself. If you are ready to get support with your brain health, like if you're ready to make 2024 be your hot girl brain year, where you step into having amazing, incredible health, where you step into the woman that you were meant to be, I encourage you, use the link in the show notes to book a free brain health assessment with me so that we can help you meet your brain health goals and help you feel your best. Thanks for showing up today, girl, and for being here.